welcome back to the channel. I finished the plane. It's not really good, but it's not really bad either. I know that I'm not going to catch much flack from you guys because I just know I'm not. It's not an accurate plane. It's more of a what if type of build. Let me elaborate just a little bit on that. So I had the that really nice decal sheet, the NASA markings, and I didn't like the variants that were like the regular F-18 Hornet, FA-18 Hornet. They had markings for the Super Hornet, but that's a totally different plane. So I kind of picked and chose what I wanted to use off of that decal sheet, and went with it. My landing gear's a little crooked. I mean, it's cool. I had fun doing it. It's convinced me that I definitely want to build more aircraft and be better at it, get better at it. So it served its purpose. So let's see if I can do this here. If I can put this thing on my whiteboard, will it fit? Oh, it does. Holy crap. Okay, so there it is. Like I said, not great, but not bad. I'm happy with it. It's going to look good sitting on the shelf. One mistake I did, not one mistake, there's probably a dozen mistakes in this thing, but the glaring mistake that I didn't even notice until afterward is I was supposed to paint this portion of the canopy white. Oh well, it is what it is. I didn't realize that until after I looked at pictures. I was like, dang it. But there it is. So now if this is done, it goes on the shelf and I can move on. I'm going to have to start the Sherman. You guys know the Sunday crew, we've started a Sherman Easy 8 buddy build. It's basically a Korean War Sherman tank. And I haven't even started mine yet. I believe Tim is almost completely done with his. Jody is well into his. I think Justin has already started his. I think Mikey and I are the only ones that haven't touched it. Nothing. So I got to get rolling on that. But I'm not really feeling it right now. I'm not feeling getting into much of anything, unfortunately. I am painting the other Camaro as we speak, so I can have both of those at the same place. I've toyed around with, I've looked at the spaghetti and meatballs build, and I'm thinking, man, I think I really do want to go with a Ferrari engine in that. But I haven't really looked at that much, other than just thinking I want to do that. So I'm kind of puttering around doing little stuff right now that's, So, for instance, you guys remember I was gifted this kit, my friend Dave, and we talked about this on the Sunday Live, actually. I was wondering, do I strip it? Because the clear coat is yellow. We talked about it in another video, an earlier video, I should say. People were saying it might be cigarette smoke, it might be just dirty. I did determine that it must be a very old clear coat job that is yellowed. So while on the Sunday Live, I threw it out there to the chat. Do I strip it? I do have another set of decals that I could use. Do I strip it and repaint it? Or do I just continue, just throw it together the way it is and have a cool story? And it's funny. There was a lot of, strip it. Duff actually messaged me today, strip that thing. And I was like, dude, you're days late. Because I didn't strip it. I built it the way it was. Irv, from the Art Rake was actually in the chat, and he's like, I mean, you could strip it if you want another project, which I don't want another project. So we threw it together. I did polish it out. I used the 3-step Gravity Colors polishing compounds, and then I waxed the snot out of it. It is still very yellow. It is yellower than it appears in the video, but well, no, that looks pretty yellow actually right here, so that's pretty accurate. So there it is. I had to source a seat because the kit was missing the seat, so I pulled one of those out of the parts box and then basically just put it together. I did have to make my own tailpipes because those were also missing from the kit, but there it is. Cool old model, really cool story. I'm very happy with that. So this will go in the cases with my other Porsches that are right there, somewhere in there. Anyway, so there's that, right? And then I was moving stuff around, and I found, totally forgot. There was an old, I had this model box sitting up on top of the cases up there. And I totally forgot there's a rebuilder in here, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this thing together, but I'm going to dirty it and dust it up and make it like a barn find because it's also missing some parts. So I want to kind of make it look like an old race car that was stuck in the back corner of a barn. Some parts robbed off of it, and it's been sitting there forever. So that's, I think, what I'm going to do with that. That's a cool little side project. Nothing real serious because I don't know. I don't know if I'd call it a slump, but I'm just not really, the mojo's not there right now, which is fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come back around, and I have plenty to get into model car related stuff. I mean, I've got the spaghetti meatballs, like I said earlier. I've got the 2 Camaros. Then let's not forget, I've still got this waiting in the wings, right? So we'll get there. Stuff will start to move. The juices will start to flow, and I'll be back into it. Oh yeah, also real quick, I want to say thank you to Tony Lancer. We made a trade for this. I sent him a kit that he wanted, and whenever I come across these, man, I love to pick these up. You don't see these very often. The Copo Novas, I really love this kit. It's got the bench seat, the dog dish hubcaps, the flat hood. This is a cool kit to have. And now I have 2, which is unusual for me, but with these Novas, I'll pile these up a little bit. So there you have it. Quick midweek update. Hopefully we'll have something to talk about this weekend. I mean, I'm going to try and, I don't know. I always find something to show you guys. So look for a video toward the end of the week. Maybe that Mustang will, I mean, it's going to go together quick. Just going to glue some suspension pieces back on it, and then I'm going to make it as dusty and dirty as I can. Flatten one or two of the tires, maybe. That might be a good idea. I might flatten a couple of those tires. Make it look like it's sitting on flats. I like that. All right, guys. Until next time, please check out everybody linked in the description of the video. They're going to appreciate it just as much, if not more than I do. And until the end of the week, enjoy your week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.